And what is up, everybody? Jeremy here, and in this video we got RamTech Unlimited version 2.55 coming at you. This one's all about bringing OwlTech's Perditus fleet into RamTech Unlimited. Super cool stuff. And once again, I want to give a mad shout out to OwlTech for allowing me to do this. And make sure, if you haven't checked it out yet, check out the mod so that way you know what the dependencies are, and you need to have it installed in order to bring that content into this mod, to RamTech Unlimited. So let's check it out. Shall we check it out? I think let's check it out. But oh yeah, one big thing first. I did make a huge update to the kiosk so that it should be able to remove itself more reliably and consistently throughout the game. I tested out a whole bunch of scenarios, and what was the biggest one? The biggest issue was that in certain areas it couldn't detect itself. It was weird. It was so weird. Let's just demonstrate. Let's demonstrate what's going on. Let me show you some of the new stuff that I added in. So if I now put in or place RamTech Unlimited, the kiosk right here, right? So I'm currently up in my RamTech Unlimited tab. I'm picking the kiosk. I'm going to place it. So for people who are new to RamTech Unlimited, once you place it now, there's this new tutorial that tells you what to do. So as a reminder, to safely remove the kiosk, use the remove kiosk option on the kiosk terminal. Removing the kiosk through the decorator mode will transfer all stored items to your player inventory or ship cargo. If this kiosk is installed on your ship, always remove it before switching home ships, editing the ship in the ship builder, selling the ship, and failure to do so may cause all stored contents to be moved into the ship's cargo automatically. So there you go. That's the biggest thing right there. So now I put that message. So just in case, for anyone that's a new user and playing this for the first time or using this for the first time, that's going to be out there for you. So RamTech Unlimited kiosk. So where is that menu? It's going to be right here at the bottom. Remove kiosk, and there it is. So once again, yes, remove the kiosk. There's a new message that will pop up that lets you know that it is deleting the kiosk. And then once you exit, it's gone. And I will remove the outpost, just demonstrate that nothing is being sucked into my inventory. All right. So let's go ahead and place that back again. This guy. Same thing with the grenade option. Yeah, this works. So it was so weird to figure this out, because like I modified the code, and yeah, so I modified the code saying, okay, this looks like it's working more consistently to delete all the contents, but in certain spots, like I remember the Guardian ship. That's what it's called, right? The Guardian ship? Starborn Guardian ship. It's like I remember placing one in the Guardian ship and I couldn't remove it. So that was the first time I realized, like, well, it's not working in certain places. And I couldn't figure it out, so I left it alone. It's like, I don't understand it. So now that I know more about how some of the Papyrus code works in Starfield, like working with the maxi pad, it's like, all right, let's revisit this and see if I can figure it out. And like probably like half a day passed, like just nothing different. Like I do not understand why this code would work in certain areas but not in that one. And then this the weirdest one at Anchorage Point. Is it called Anchorage? Is Anchorage Point? Is it Anchor Point? Okay, the new star station in Terra Nirvana. I'm thinking, am I confusing two games? Anchorage Point, isn't that Fallout? Anyway, so what's weird there? Like near the entrance, I drop down a kiosk. I could delete it, and then but if I move further down in the spaceport, the star station, right? I place the kiosk down. I try to remove it, and I can't remove it. It's like, and then I started trying. I started figuring out, like, trying to do all this little debug codes, and I figured out that it couldn't detect all the kiosk stuff. So imagine this: each of these containers, of course, they're a separate item. This is a pack-in. So, when you throw this down, it's a combination of all these containers and the kiosk itself. And what the script does, it tries to detect all these pieces by a keyword. Okay, just define this for you. So like maybe if you're a modder, it'll help you in the future as well. In certain areas, that keyword couldn't be found. And I thought at first maybe the keyword was being disabled. It wasn't being disabled. The keyword was still there. So whatever the reason is, distance works differently in different areas, which is so weird to me. I don't understand how that works. So what I had to do was open up the range of the script, right? The script is based on the location of this terminal. And it'll look out, it'll try to see like, all right, look around me, which items have those keywords, and those keywords will trigger me to delete those items. So that's what's going on. And I don't know how, it doesn't make sense to me, but distance is different in certain spots in the game. So this happens on the Guardian ship, this happens at that anchorage point, whatever it's called now. Why do I forget the names? Anyway, so yeah, that's what happened. But what I had to do is really expand like how far the script goes. And maybe this isn't a problem for you, but if it is, let me know. But essentially, like, I just made the range like really big just to make sure that it works. So if you have more kiosks in a certain area, it will delete it too. That was the compromise. All right. If I want it to work consistently, I have to open up how big or what the range is in these certain areas, and now hopefully that will work. Hopefully it will work. Okay, so that's the kiosk. Is there anything else I need to talk about for the kiosk? I feel like those are the major ones. Yeah, so that's the biggest improvement, trying to make sure it can be removed consistently and creating that tutorial at the beginning to let you know that this is the way to remove it. Otherwise, you'll have all that inventory be dumped on you. Let's talk about the new stuff from OwlTech Perditus fleet. So part one, let's talk about the new items. There are items from Perditus fleet, and from OwlTech Perditus fleet items, just drop down that container, and if you look inside, you have all these different spacesuits, the packs, different packs, the helmet, and of course the apparel. So you have all. So I think, yeah. So this is, since my character is male, you won't see the female option here. But yeah, you have all these cool options. So if you want to live your Starfleet dreams, here you go. Here you go. So yeah, very different variations of the uniform, and mostly it's that spot here. But very cool stuff. I think one of my favorites was the Klingon, of course. Then you had Locutus. Where's Locutus here? Where is it? And where is it? No. Oh, it's Elcott. There you go. So you want to live that dream. We have options for you now. All right, so those are the items. And of course, if you want to make sure that these items don't get dumped on your inventory as well, if you switch ships or leave or remove the, the outpost, remember to delete the container right here as well. All right, so let's go ahead and check out the ships. Let's go ahead and bring out my MaxiPad Lite. There you go. Once again, MaxiPad is to max out the potential of the landing pad. Let's go ahead and check out what we have coming up. So go into buy DLC ships, and we have the OwlTech Perditus fleet here. I have 12 ships here that I've found, but you let me know. I haven't actually played in the mod yet, so yeah, let me know if I'm missing any ships that you think should be in here. But yeah, you got the Klingon ship, and also a few notes. Once again, these are oversized ships, so notice how it's already way beyond the normal or the maximum normal length and width. And these are all just custom, like the whole ship is custom, kind of like the Guardian ship. But yeah, note that they don't have doors. Like some of these ships don't have doors or ports, docking ports. Some of them are not finished inside either, so that's one thing to note. But hey, it's fun. Once you fly around this guy, it's pretty fun. Same thing, USS Pathfinder. But yeah, something to play around with. Live your Starfleet dreams in the world of Starfield. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the USS Pathfinder. Go ahead and buy this guy. Actually, I want to do the Klingon ship. Because, yeah, that looks cool. Bust out the Klingon ship. Okay. It's like, look how wide this thing is. So, yeah. The only way to enter in is to actually just fast travel into it or just leave the planet. So I'm just going to fast travel into it right now. And there you go. If I get up, you'll see right away that the interior is not finished. So this is something that's a work in progress. But that's okay. Oh, what are you? What's going on here? Huh. Oh well. And yeah, if you dock somewhere, like the best part you should do is just go directly to the cockpit every single time. Like you still have the capability of docking somewhere with this ship, but yeah, just know it doesn't have a docker or a place to, or a door. What's that dude? Where'd you come from? But that looks cool. That looks cool. Got my phasers, my torpedoes. So let's go ahead and fire away. Power to shields. All right. But yeah, so there you go. So that is the Perditus fleet. So yeah, those are the latest updates. So things to note. So things coming up for me on this mod right now is, one, I am working on adding more cheats to the mod. Like one of the things here, let me just go back to the planet. Let's go back to the planet. So one of the things that I really want to do is add more cheats to the kiosk. I think that will complete all the functionality that I really want, because I want to use my crazy weapon that can actually kill me too, and I want to use it just for pure fun. Hey, yeah, just shoot a bunch of stuff up and not worry about killing myself, like this one right here. I want to fire this around, and sometimes I accidentally like hit this right here. Boom. Oh, got myself. I got myself. So I want God mode. I want to set up God mode, so that's one thing I want to do, along with some other cheats. So I complete like the big functionality that I want to have in here, and then I'll start taking on like some of the harder or the stuff that I'm not familiar with. Like the biggest one that keeps on coming up is being able to build on the landing pad, on the maxi pad. We want to put more stuff on the maxi pad. So that's one thing I want to figure out and try to do, learn how to do. And once that's like, yeah, and from there, I mean, oh yeah, and also I think there's some items that I need to add to the kiosk as well. So those are I think my key big objectives for now, for where to go next with RamTech Unlimited. Just try to get all those key features out and done, and then we'll start working on more of the creative stuff and more custom stuff, and so forth and so forth. And yeah, if there's more DLC that for people, or more mods that people are willing to have me integrate into RamTech Unlimited, just pull in dynamically, I'll do that as well. And yeah, I think that's the main direction. Get more cheats. Because I don't want this to happen. I don't want that to happen anymore. I want to just keep on shooting my extremely powerful weapon without any possible means to destroy myself. And then we'll just go on and yeah, we'll just go on from there. That's still, there's no like set agenda of what I'm trying to do, I guess. right? Right. Other than that, guys, have yourselves an amazing day. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, as everything does help out. A special thank you to our patrons and supporters. Without you, we just wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So thank you once again. And if you would like to support me even further, be sure to check out my brand new channel called J. Ramos Works Creative, where I turn discarded objects into sci-fi fantasy art with heart. The goal there is not to only entertain, but inspire people to become creative, whether it's doing something by hand or creating something on the narrative side. So be sure to check that out as well. Beyond that, guys, have yourselves an amazing day, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.